All right, y'all. Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to a brand new Talking and Grubbin live nightly digital show. Got a few things lined up tonight. Well, it's official. The Lakers, they've hired their coach. JJ Redick goes from the booth to the bench, and also Reggie Jackson, aka Mr. October, gets very candid about his experiences with racism as he returned to Birmingham, Alabama for the Rick Field game. And is Angel Reese a Rookie of the Year candidate? Gonna discuss that and more right here on Talking and Grubbin live nightly digital show right here, right now. All right, I'm glad all y'all joined me here on this late night. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing good. My dude Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Good evening to you, man. How you doing? Y'all subscribe to his channel. All right. Sorry about that. I had to get a few last minute things together. Glad to be here with y'all on this late night. Wanted to go on live early, but I wanted to make sure everything was all good. Hope everybody had a good weekend. My weekend was good. Sorry I haven't been on lately. Had a few things to deal with, but I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad all y'all came here with me. So let's get started. Well, now it's official. The Lakers have hired former player turned analyst JJ Redick as the Lakers head coach. Now, it had been rumored for some time now that the Lakers were definitely after him as the head coach, and also LeBron James was high on JJ Redick being hired as the head coach. Now, JJ Redick played for 10 plus years with teams like the 76ers and Clippers. He was a pretty good three-point shooter. And after his retirement a couple of years ago, he started being on the booth. First, he had his own podcast. Then it translated to ESPN as him being an NBA analyst. He was covering all the NBA games on ESPN and ABC, including the NBA Finals this year. And now he's a head coach. It's a pretty interesting hire, for the Lakers. Now, the Lakers, they were looking at University of Connecticut head coach Dan Hurley. They were after him pretty heavy. They even offered him a contract, but he decided that he wanted to stay there, be the king of college basketball. Plus, his wife definitely did not want to uproot their lives and move to LA. They were also looking at former Charlotte Hornets head coach James Borrego. But they ultimately get their guy, JJ Redick. Now, this is a pretty interesting hire because there's a lot of questions with this Lakers job. We don't know what's going to happen with LeBron. Will he hit free agency this offseason? Will he re-sign? Also, the Lakers front office has definitely been very dysfunctional these past few years with Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, the GM. And you definitely don't know what's up with AD because we always definitely can't count on him to stay healthy. We all, make fun of him by nicknaming him Street Clothes. So his health status is up in the air. And plus, this roster, what are they going to do to retool this roster? Because this roster cannot stay the same. Yeah, they got to the Western Conference Finals, over a season ago, but This year, they were bounced out in 5 games in the first round by Denver. Excuse me again. So there's a lot of questions with this job. You know, a lot of people felt like this coaching job was not a very attractive coaching job, despite the fact this was the Los Angeles Lakers, a very historic franchise, one of the most popular franchises in all sports, and is in a big market like LA, which is the second or third largest city in America, give or take. You know, there's a debate there. There's a competition between them and Chicago. And you get to play, you know, in front of the celebrities all the time, like Diane Cannon, Snoop Dogg, Andy Garcia, etc. But a lot of people did not think this job was too appealing due to the fact that those perks were there. But JJ Redick knows how to navigate LA a little bit, playing with the Clippers. You know, he played in that arena for some years. And this is definitely for him to get a major opportunity by being the head coach of such of an iconic franchise like the Lakers. But they definitely going to expect them to win because, I mean, all the Lakers coaches that have been there previously, you know, they've won championships, whether it was Pat Riley or Phil Jackson. They all won championships. So the pressure is definitely going to be on with JJ Redick. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how he translates from being in the booth with Mike Breen and Doris Burke to being on the sideline with LeBron, AD, his coaching staff, and also having all the weight of expectations be put on him with Laker fans, because Laker fans will dog you out if you're not winning, if you're not calling the right plays or playing the right players. I mean, I've seen it enough on social media. I've seen it with YouTube content creators who are Laker fans, and also with the national media with these debate shows. There's definitely a lot of expectation with being the Lakers head coach. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what JJ Redick is going to do. I can't say if he's going to be a success or a failure. I'm just going to wait and see how this season unfolds. And also, we all know within these last couple of years that the Lakers head coaches only had 2 years. Frank Vogel, who won an NBA championship with the Lakers in 2020. I know y'all say it's the bubble, but it still counts. He only got 2 years, and Darvin Ham only coached the Lakers for 2 years. So that's another question. How long will this JJ Redick experiment last? Is he going to get 2 years, or is he going to play out his whole contract? We'll definitely wait and see. Let's see a couple more people in the comments. My dude LT, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Yeah, I just heard about PG getting traded to the Warriors. Excuse me. That's pretty interesting. That is definitely pretty interesting. Gonna be pretty interesting. You know what? I think that means even more that Clay is on his way out the door. He's definitely on his way out of Golden State, in my opinion. Hey, Typical, what's up, man? You said JJ was a good player. This was a bad hire, in my opinion. Sam Cassell, Mark Jackson, Monty Williams should have been considered. Okay, I can see that. I can see those dudes. Monty Williams, to me, Monty Williams, the last couple of teams he's been with, he's been done dirty. They have done him extremely dirty. I mean, look at the Suns. He got them to the NBA Finals in 2021, and they were up 2-0, and they let him go. And the Pistons, come on. Even if me and you could coach that team, we weren't going to win with that team. Excuse me again. And Sam Cassell, I'm surprised nobody even interviewed him for jobs. Very surprised. Mark Jackson, I think Mark Jackson kind of accepts the fact that he's not going to coach again. He's comfortable with doing his podcast. But you never know. But I think it's going to be hard for him to get back in the NBA. And I don't think he should be, ostracized for stuff that he said. A little over a decade ago. LT said, yeah, Monty Williams is done dirty. Definitely, especially in Phoenix. Phoenix definitely did Monty Williams dirty. Like I said, he got him to the NBA Finals. He got him to the second round. Yeah, they got spanked in Game 7, but still, Sun should have kept him. And the Pistons, I don't care. Like I said, me, you, or anybody that's here watching this live right now, any of us could have coached. Any of us could have been the head coach, and we weren't going to win with that team. You know what, good people? I'm going to take a quick pause. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, good people. Y'all excuse me for having these cough fits, these allergies. As we all know, it's been a massive heat wave all over the country the last week. And I'm allergic to pollen, so when the pollen count gets high in extreme heat, I get to coughing, sneezing like crazy. So y'all gotta excuse me while I'm drinking this water. All right, there we go. Once again, y'all gotta excuse me. All right, so here's my next topic. Now, MLB Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson, aka Mr. October, made his return to Birmingham, Alabama Thursday for the Rickwood Field game, between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. Excuse me. Now, as we all know, Jackson, a Hall of Famer, he won 5 World Series championships with the Oakland A's and the New York Yankees back in the 70s. We all know him as Mr. October, but starting out his baseball career, he played in the minor leagues in Birmingham, Alabama. And over the years, he has definitely shared the horrible experiences he had to endure due to racism. And he got very candid about it as Alex Rodriguez asked his return to Rickwood and Birmingham after all these years. and recalled all the experiences that he had to endure, as an individual, and also the backlash his team suffered as well. And here's the audio clip of his pre-game interview with Alex Rodriguez, David Ortiz here on MLB on Fox. I'll play the audio. I'll be back with my commentary.
Has been passed for over a century here. We've been talking earlier about if it wasn't for the Willie Mays, the Jackie Robinson, the Reggie Jacksons, the three of us wouldn't have an opportunity to play. How emotional is it for you to come back to a play that you played with one of the greatest teams around?
Alex, when people ask me a question like that, it's like coming back here is not easy. The racism that I played here, when I played here, the difficulty of going through different places where we traveled. Fortunately, I had a manager and I had players on the team that helped me get through it. But I wouldn't wish it on anybody. People said to me today, I spoke, and they said, you think you're a better person? You think you won when you played here in Concord? I said, I would never want to do it again. I walked into restaurants and they would point at me and said, can't eat here. I would go to a hotel and they say, then can't stay here. We went to Charlie Finley's country club for a welcome home dinner and they pointed me out with the N-word. He can't come in here. Finley marched the whole team out. Finally, they let me in there. He said, we're going to go to the diner and eat hamburgers. We'll go where we're wanted. Fortunately, I had a manager, Johnny McNamara, that if I couldn't eat in the place, nobody would eat. We'd get food to travel. If I couldn't stay in a hotel, they'd drive to the next hotel and find a place where I could stay. Had it not been for Raleigh Fingers, Johnny McNamara, Dave Duncan, Joe and Sharon Rudy, I slept on their couch 3-4 nights a week for about a month and a half. Finally, they were threatened that they would burn our apartment complex down unless I got out. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. The year I came here, Bull Connor was the sheriff the year before. And they took minor league baseball out of here because in 1963, the Klan murdered 4 black girls, children, in 11, 12, 14 years old at a church here and never got indicted. They were from the Klan. Life magazine did a story on them like they were being honored. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. At the same time, had it not been for my white friends, had it not been for a white manager and Rudy, Fingers, and Duncan, and Lee Myers, I would have never made it. I was too physically violent. I was ready to physically fight I'd have got killed here because I'd have beat someone's ass, and you'd have saw me in an oak tree somewhere.
Reggie, I can't even imagine. It's awful you had to go through that, but appreciate you sharing the rawness and the honesty of it with our audience. I mean, really,
we love you, Reg.
Yeah. Thank you.
Quick history lesson right there.
That's a great history lesson. Reggie Jackson telling us all about it, preaching. Wow, that's unbelievable. The great Reggie Jackson, the Hall of Famer, joining us here, and we've got more to do.
All right. You heard the audio clip. Definitely shout out to Reggie Jackson for definitely relaying that story to us and sharing his experience that he endured back then as a young minor league player in Alabama as he made his return. And Reggie Jackson over the years has definitely shared his experience on the racism he endured while playing in Alabama. And that's very messed up that here's a man that is playing on the same team as his white teammates, and they wouldn't allow him to eat in a country club or stay in the same hotel as his teammates, or even be at the party where his manager at the time was being honored. They just would not allow him in there just because he was black. And also, it's even more messed up that, he was just that his teammates were gracious enough to let him stay in their place, and the people who were living there threatened to firebomb it just because he was there. That's horrible. And also, he mentioned the fact about the 4 little girls who were killed in that bombing back in '63 in Alabama as well, and also mentioned Bull Connor. So Reggie Jackson definitely went through a lot of ish back in his day playing in Alabama, and I understand his feelings towards it because it was no happy times, and this was supposed to be the happiest time in his young life and his young career as a baseball player. But it turned out to be the worst of times. He endured racism, discrimination, bigotry, hostility, threats from all the folks who lived down there. And not only he was getting threatened, his teammates were getting threatened for even just playing with him or just, staying in the same apartment as them, excuse me. And here's the ironic part. Reggie Jackson is 78 years old. He's the same age as Donald Trump. So anybody who sits up and say that, that, it was all good for Reggie because he had this excellent Hall of Fame career, I got a bridge and a few empty lots to sell you. And anyone who sits up and says he's claiming victimhood, guess what? That you just being dismissive of his whole story and his past, you dismissing his whole preface on how he got to be Mr. October. And he's not claiming victimhood. He's telling his experiences. He's relaying his reality to us. That's all he's doing. Because y'all wouldn't tell no other person that they're claiming victimhood and they need to get over it. Because I know some people who were watching that, who either saw that interview or watched that clip or sitting up saying that stuff. No, Reggie Jackson's not being a victim. He's sharing his story on how he became a victor and a champion. And once again, shout out to Reggie Jackson for keeping it real about racism and just laying it all out there on the table, unfiltered, no sugar, no filter, unsugarcoated. And that's how it needs to be in order for us to start dealing with this issue. Because we keep on just trying to keep it sugar coated, we still gonna be in the dark like some of us are now. All right, once again, good people, I'm gonna take a quick time out. I'll be right back. I'm gonna talk about Angel Reese, so don't go away. All right, I'm back, good people. All right, going to want to get on my last subject before I wrap up here tonight. And got to go to the WNBA. And we got to talk about Chicago Sky star Angel Reese. You know, Angel Reese, she's been hot. My apologies for that. Angel Reese, she's been hot. She has 7 double-doubles in a row. And she's had a promising rookie campaign. So, should she be a Rookie of the Year candidate? Definitely think so. I mean, like I said, she's had 7 straight double-doubles. That's the first in WNBA history. Also, she has her team in contention for a playoff berth. Right now, they're 8th in the Eastern Conference. And you can already see the improvements on the team along with her teammate, Carmela Cardozo. So I definitely think Angel Reese has put together a pretty nice rookie campaign so far for her to get Rookie of the Year consideration. You know, she definitely improved, the games I've seen. I haven't seen all of the games, but definitely can see Angel Reese is starting to improve little by little. She's definitely very focused on improving her craft. And it's starting to definitely pay dividends in these 7 straight double-doubles. Now, I know it's going to be a tight race between her and Caitlin Clark because, Caitlin Clark, she came in with all the hype from her college days. And also, they definitely want to build this up to be a modern-day Magic and Bird type rivalry when these two teams go head-to-head. But yes, Angel Reese definitely deserves a lot of consideration for Rookie of the Year. She's been playing tremendously. She's improved the Chicago Sky. She's got them in playoff contention. And if she can get them into the playoffs, she would definitely have my vote for Rookie of the Year if I had a vote. But yeah, Angel Reese, she's doing her thing. She's balling. She's playing well. And she definitely deserves tremendous consideration for Rookie of the Year. She doesn't get any consideration or get any votes, or she doesn't win, man, that's just highway robbery. All right, good people, I'm about to get out of here. Thank y'all for joining me. Greatly appreciate all y'all tuning in on this late night, whether you tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Kick.com. I appreciate all y'all just taking time out your night to hang out with me for a while. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm going to talk about the Paul George trade to the Warriors. Also, I'm going to talk about a little discussion me and one of my associates had recently about Klay Thompson as a possible 6th man. Definitely want to stay tuned for that. I'll be on live tomorrow at 8:30. So until then, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. Salute. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy your day. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow.